Hello guys, now we're on week 2 and this video would be about using the divisibility rules. So let's follow along guys so you're able to do the homework. I'll do some with you guys so you know what I'm talking about and then I'll let you fly like a bird. Not fly. Sorry guys. So first step, how to understand which numbers are divisible by what? Let's start with the number 2. The 2 is really simple guys. Look at the times table, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so on. If you're analyzing, the number ends in an even number. So if it ends in a 0, a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, and so on, they'll start repeating. That means that number is divisible by 2. It could be divided by 2 evenly. That's all we're trying to do. What's the answer? I don't care. I just want you to tell me if it is divisible or it's not. Next, easy number. Let's go with 5. I'm not doing them in order, guys. I'm just doing them in the form they're easy or not. For 5, it's kind of interesting. Look at the times table. 10, well, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. What am I saying? That they end in a 5 or 0. If it does, then that number is divisible by 5. Simple as that. For 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, a million. The numbers will end in a 0. If it ends in a 0, well, that number is divisible by 10. 25. 25, doesn't that remind you of quarters? 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, 100, 125, 150, 175, and so on. So if it ends in 25, 50, 75, or 2 double-digit zeros, that means that number will be divisible, yes, by 25. And I'll show you how to divide right now mentally. So those are the easy ones just by observing. You have eyes, guys, use them and look at the numbers and they'll tell you what they're divisible by. So now let's look at creative numbers. 4. For 4, it is an even number, of course, but it has a trick to it. Let me put an example. Let's say we have 318 and they are asking you to see if it's divisible by 4 and you're like, what? The rule is simple. If you take the last 2 digits of that number and say, will 4 fit into 18? It's divisible. If it doesn't, it's not. Will 4 fit into 18, guys? No, so it's not. But if I would have made 43,184. So now my new last 2 digits would be 84. Will 4 fit into 84? Yeah, I guess it would be 21 times. So therefore, that number will be divisible by 4. So you divide the last 2 digits. So we divide the last 2 digits. We could tell that that number is divisible by 4 or not. For 8, it will be very similar, but now we divide the last 3. So by dividing the last 3 digits, so let's just make up something, 79,256. We don't have to divide all of it, we just divide the 256. You're like, I don't know, well, divide it. Will 8 fit into 25? Yeah, 3 times. 24, remainder 1, bring down the 6. Will 8 fit into 16? Yeah, twice. Yes, that number will be divisible by 8. So you divide the last 3 digits. Now let's go with more creative rules. 3. 3 is really neat, guys. For 3, can you tell that it's divisible into 51? Into 111? Into 72? Into, I don't know, 4, 5, 7, 2, and so on and so on? Yes, 3 will fit into all those numbers. How do I know? Look. 5 plus 1, 6. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 7 plus 2, 9. 4 plus 5, 9. Plus 7, 16. Plus 2, 18. What do they have in common? They have a sum of the digits, which is divisible by 3. That's how you do it. So the rule would be take the sum, add up all the digits of that number, and the sum has to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. It's giving you the times table of 3, guys. So add up all the digits, and that will tell you if the number is divisible by 3 or not. For 6, if we have the rule of 3, which we already saw, and we could take the rule of 2, which was an even number. What's 2 times 3, guys? 6. So we could combine both rules. So first of all, it had to be divisible by 3, and very important, and even. So going back to 51, remember the example 51 that I told you was divisible by 3? It is. 5 plus 1 is 6. It's divisible by 3. But going back, does it end in an even number? No. Therefore, that number will not be divisible by 6. But if I add a 0 and make it 510, 5 plus 1 plus 0 is still 6. That means it's divisible by 3. And is it ending in an even number? Yes. So therefore, that number will be divisible by 6. Cool? It's kind of weird, but we'll see it right now with the homework. And the rule of 9. For 9, it's very similar to 3. You add up all the digits, and the sum of them has to provide 9, 18, 27, 36, and so on. It has to give you the sum of a number that's divisible by 9. It has to give us a timetable of 9, guys. And last 2 rules. This one, follow me, you're gonna get lost. Let's start with 7. Yeah, 7 has a weird rule, but it works. Let's see examples. 91. Like, is that divisible by 7? Look, you take the last digit and you multiply it by 2. So 1 times 2 would give you 2. You subtract it from the remainder digits. What's 9 minus 2? 7. Will 7 fit into 7? Cool. It works. It's weird, but that's a rule. Let's put let's make up a number. 217. We take the first digit and we multiply it by 2. 7 times 2 gives us 14. We subtract it from the remainders. 21 minus 14 will give us 7. Therefore, that number is divisible by 7. And last one, 21. We know 3 times 7 is 21, of course, but I'm showing you the rule. So you take the last digit, you multiply by 2. 1 times 2 gives us 2. 2 minus 2 with the remainder digits gives us 0. All the numbers are divisible by 0, guys. So yes, that's also divisible by 7. Cool? So you take the last digit and you multiply it by 2. Then you subtract from remainder digits, from the remainders. Your goal is to get 0, 7, 14, 21, and so on, which is a timetable of 7. And last one, the last rule would be 11. 11 is also really interesting, guys, so follow along. Let's go with 3-digit numbers. 132. 154, 176. Can you see what kind of weird pattern am I doing, guys? No? Let me show you. I'm adding the ends and subtracting from the middle one. And what are they giving me? That same digit. Example, 1 plus 2, 3. Minus 3, 0, is divisible by 11. 1 plus 4, 5. Minus 5, 0, divisible by 11. 1 plus 6, 7, minus 7, divisible by 11. 1 plus 8, 9, minus 9, divisible by 11. Let's go with 4 digits. 3, 1, 2, 4. So we take one end and you skip one number, just like I did right now, and you add them up. So you take the other numbers and you also add them up. So 3 plus 2 will give me 5. 4 plus 1 will give me 5. You subtract them and your goal is to get 0 or 11. You don't have to cancel them out. They could be, for example, 7,040. So I add the 7 plus the 4, 11. 0 plus 0, 0. What's 11 minus 0? 11 divisible by 11. To put it in words, you want to add skipping and then you add the other group. You want to subtract them, and your goal is to get 0, 11, 22, and so on. Cool, guys. Now, I'll show you right now on another video examples from the homework so you can know what I'm talking about. See you right now, guys. Thank you.